Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
रचित बताओ मैं कैसी लगी?
Parking was an issue and going there was becoming difficult because the watchman was like, "नहीं madam, आपको यहाँ पे गाड़ी park नहीं कर सकते हैं." So from that point onwards, I saw the Bengali in it. And the
I'm a
moment
go-getter. I'm like, नहीं my driver would have parked the car here.
Absolutely. And I saw the Bengali and I was like, दोस्त ये तो लड़की खड़ा है, क्या मजा आ जाएगा इसके साथ.
मैं बोलने वाली थी, did you steal from Harry Potter?
So Amazon Mini TV is here with another very interesting short featuring Rithvik and Tridha. A very warm welcome to India Forums. How are you guys doing?
We are phenomenal.
You guys are excited.
All right. So first things first. What was the process of getting into coming around the concept of the show? I have seen the trailer. I just saw it a while ago. Seems interesting, and even the trailer leaves you at a cliffhanger. So, what was it like to come on board for the short film?
To me, it was very refreshing, to be honest, to see amidst such big stories that are being floating around. Like you see thrillers and you see big sagas that are being played around. Then you just suddenly come across this one beautiful little piece of heart, is what I call arranged. It comes right by my way, and it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful that that there is no way you can. You just cannot not invest yourself in it, and that's what for me it is. It just came my way, and I think it's a blessing that I got the opportunity to work with such amazing people like Tridha herself, and a couple of others, which are our director and our writer Sharanya, and Prachi, also Videsh, our director. It's been an amazing experience working.
I personally feel like arrange the setup जहाँ पे trailer पे ठीक है सब, everything is okay. Working with cast, crew, it's a fabulous setup. It's like terribly tiny things. They've always done real stories. So the reason I'm so happy that I'm a part of this is everybody's just given it all. एक छोटा सा film बनाने के लिए इतना ज़्यादा effort लगता है. It's the same effort as anything else that you would make. It's just that the duration you shoot is like, you edit and everything. It's lesser. It's more challenging actually to show इतने कम time में a beautiful story with a very sweet message. I'd say. So I just want all the audience to just be completely on the edge of the seats when they see it. It sends a very sweet message.
All right. Actually, that's something that I wanted to know more about next. Obviously, when we shoot for different mediums, there's the basic remains the same, but then how it's done and what the final product is what differs. So, as actors, how different do you feel anyway while shooting for any kind of project which is on a different medium and probably at a different scale also for more reasons than one, because of the format, because of where it is going to come and everything. So how different is it for you as actors, and is there any different approach that you guys have for projects like these and other projects that you do?
Same effort. Absolutely same effort goes into it, because how can I decide आजकल even it's being shot on iPhone, it's being done, it doesn't matter. We have to give the same amount of effort, time and dedication, pre-production, everything to it. From production's perspective, it's equally important, आप कौन से platform पे दिखाते हो, कितने वक्त के लिए, that's a very different thing. But no, it doesn't matter. I think because look at us, like we used to only think feature films were like the thing, but every film has been shown on OTTs, and yeah, but the discussion is not about OTT, it's about our film, which is being very beautifully shown, and I think everybody's worked really hard.
Okay, Rithvik, you would want to add anything?
Nothing. She said it what has to be said. Effort. पहली बात तो I don't call it effort. I don't think I put effort in my craft. I love my craft. I love my job. So there's no effort in it. I feel the moment that I feel effort, then it's a little bit of struggle. So मुझे वैसे भी life में struggle करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं, मैंने कभी struggle नहीं किया life में. I've only enjoyed my life. So there is definitely not effort, but yes, a lot of passion that's put in. And no, doesn't matter what you're doing. Doesn't matter that I do a film, I do a short mini film, or am I doing a web series, or am I on television hosting, or am I doing a TV show? Anything. You know, as an actor, when I'm in front of the camera, my passion is what drives me to do that every single day. Wake up every single day of my life to do what I love doing. So no change in the amount of hard work and passion that goes in.
All right. Of course, since the name of the short is arranged, I have to ask that what do you guys have to say about the entire concept of arranged marriages that exist, and what are your point of views about the same?
Well, it's a very, very convenient, setup for a lot of people who don't want to put in the efforts of finding the right partner for themselves. It's great. Let the parents find them the right suitable partner. It's a great setup. And very, very, more often than not, you do have great arranged marriage setups where you sort of see two people have just suddenly become yin and yang, and they didn't even know each other before they met for the arranged marriage setup. So that always has worked. So but what our film actually does is that it breaks the stereotypical norms of what arranged marriage setups actually stand for. It changes the narrative. It changes the way we approach an arranged marriage. The way we approach a relationship when your parents or your families set up a meeting. You still, how you can sort of, separate yourself from your family and still be the individual that you are in that setup is what the film actually focuses on. And also sends out a message that if you ever get into an arranged marriage setup, this is how you're supposed to approach it. Is because it is very, very important to communicate, to be honest, to be open about what you expect before even moving into, okay, let's just let's hang for a couple of days to see where we're going. No, just be upfront. Just talk about the difficult things first, and then you can enjoy life easier.
Okay. All right. So I'm sure you'd say that he said most of it, but is there anything that you'd want to add?
No, there's so much to add for not like what I feel about arranged marriage, but because since we are trying to showcase something, how is our film different from the usual arranged setups that you see? So agar usi ko main, like once you see it, you'll agree with me. It's ki like I mean, we should be allowed to decide for ourselves, but this is not against our parents. It's about जैसे ऋत्विक ने कहा कि जो flaws है उसके ऊपर I'm sure initially nobody will tell you. They don't usually, right? Arranged setups are usually जैसे जो हमें पता है about initial impressions, first impressions. So first impression तो कोई भी like you talk about a date, you talk about first day at school. I mean such basic things भी हम लोग हमेशा we never ourselves. It takes a while. So my take for an arranged marriage would be like it can't just be a one, how do I say? It just can't be that half an hour or 40 minutes ka meet that you can decide about your life, It could be the next 40 hours of your life. Take as long as you need to probably decide about the next 40 years. What hours, minutes mein bol diya, but you get my point. Like I think it's crucial. Like it should never be about, acha chalo ek baar mil liya to chalo abhi rishta pakka kar do. Like no, yeah. That's not how it should happen anymore.
All right. Also, have to ask, how was it for you guys shooting with each other? I am assuming that you guys have shot together for the first time. So, how was it working with each other? What were your first impressions like? And
That's a good
how was
question. Rithvik, बताओ, मैं कैसी लगी?
Go for it. What was your first impression? Tell me, even I want to know.
Oh, अच्छा, now back at me. अच्छा ठीक है. So first of all, यही chivalry. Like मैंने देखा कि he was very courteous enough. Like he's not like अच्छा मैं लड़का हूँ, मैं hero, so I should. He was very sweet enough to get up, greet and everything. But I mean, let's not take names, but ऐसे अभी भी it's still there that usually a guy would expect, or a hero would expect the heroine to always come and be like, all, oh, hi, nice to meet you, I'm so and so. So, what I liked about Rithvik was he had the warmth and the chivalry. वो है इसमें कि इसमें जो भी है, I like in a manner that he was very welcoming. Like it didn't feel कि like अच्छा चलो मतलब यूजुअली एक सीरीज या फिर एक लंबी फिल्म के लिए क्या होता है बहुत ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हो आप. So it becomes easier also for the characters to break. So I felt that first impression wise, I saw that chalo iske sath I don't have to be all like oh come let's just do our lines and let me go back to my vanity. It seemed like no, we could all work on this, make this a better film. So yeah, it worked out.
Rithvik, you still didn't answer. You actually got away with the question.
No. I don't want. I think I don't want to get away with the question. I want to truly take this opportunity and tell everyone of how amazing Tridha is, because I had only seen Tridha work on screen. I had seen Ashram. I had seen a couple of other things that she was part of, and I always thought that she's a very, very good performer. She's a great actor, and I was happy that I'm going to be paired opposite her. So honestly, there was no first impression as such, but the first, the first time we ever met was actually in our writers' building. Underneath we were at the lift at the staircase together. And
we ended together.
I remember how parking was an issue and going there was becoming difficult because the watchman was like, "नहीं madam, आपको यहाँ पे गाड़ी park नहीं कर सकते यार, please ऐसे करो, मेरे को यहाँ पे जाना है, I want to go," and that's when I entered. So from that point onwards, I saw the Bengali in her. And the
I'm a go-getter. I'm like, my driver will park the car here.
Absolutely. And I saw the Bengali and I was like, "Dost, ye to ladki khada kya maza aa jayega iske saath." Then that tone was absolutely set from that moment onwards, and I think we really clicked. We clicked like this, and it was amazing that we started speaking about so many other things than just the film. And I was surprised because I usually not everybody's. I'm an extrovert, but not everybody is. So I usually think that people would take their time, but with her and me, it was just like in a jiffy, which was amazing. So, and on top of that, an amazing performance. So Sone pe Suhana bolte hain, that's exactly what Tridha was for us on Arranged.
All right. Rithvik, also, when I saw the trailer, I saw it's a rather different look for you. I mean, for Tridha, it's how conventional looks go about, but for you, it's a little different. And then there's also a dialogue about how your ideology is different from your father's, and probably that somewhere reflects in how the story will move forward. So how was it curating the look? Was there any kind of effort that went into, was there any kind of work, to say, not effort, in getting that right?
The only effort that it took to create that look was a lot of heart, because I had to let go of my beard. That's all that it took. And my director was very sure that he wanted me to sort of get rid of it. He initially wanted me to completely go clean shaven, but thanks to Tridha, she was a part of it, and she was like, "Hey, listen, nahi, thoda sa stubble rakhte hain," which was really sweet. So, and then that's when we sort of zeroed down on the look. But our director, he's so particular that while I was getting into the look, sort of getting in the form of what Tarun is going to look like, he was sitting with me in my vanity. यार इसको ना यहाँ से थोड़ा सा ये कम कर दो, यार ये काम करो, इसके बाद ऐसे कर दो, यार इसको ये दे दो, इसको वो दे दो. We did trials after trials at home, on set, in my van. Like, we kept doing it up until the time he was happy. And so yeah, and that's how. In fact, there's a story behind the glasses that I wear on the film. Now, these glasses are something that I had bought from London this year when I had gone to.
बोलने वाले थे, did you steal from Harry Potter?
I bought these glasses from London when I had gone for the New Year's, and I'd never worn them, and they're clear see-through glasses. Least did I know that my director is going to be like, "Ye chahiye mujhe. This is what I want." So that's how it happened.
All right. I think last question to everybody who's watching you here and who will be watching the short soon. What do you have to tell to them, and just a parting message to the fans?
After you, Tridha.
I think we can just do it together anyway. My point is, like, everybody would love Richa, Tarun, and all the family members, because this is not just about the guy and the girl. It's not just, I mean, parents will love it, kids will love it, everybody. It's a heartwarming, nice story about how real people are these days, and we have just shown the realness of two people. So please come watch Arrange, which is a short film. Over to you.
Right. Just to add to that, I want to tell each and every one of you who's watching us right now that arranged marriage setups are not bad. They're amazing. They're great setups when you meet the right kind of person. It's okay. You might take a couple of times. You might take 5, 8, 10 dates to sort of see who you're clicking with. But what this film does is it actually tells you a pathway of how you should approach an arranged marriage. And it is not that bad. Like, it's pretty cool to have, oh, I'm dating someone and I'm in love and I'm going to get married. Okay, that's really cool, great. But that doesn't disregard of how arranged marriages also worked in the past. Our parents being the greatest examples. So I think this will tell you exactly how you should approach keeping yourself and your integrity and your individuality intact, and still be a part of an arranged marriage setup and find the right kind of person for you, because that can happen. So don't let go of the opportunity just because it's the notion attached to an arranged marriage. You can find your person anywhere. So yeah, watch the film and you will know more about Tarun and Richa. Watch Arranged. It's streaming for free on Amazon Mini TV, which is available on the Amazon shopping app. So watch it and tell us what you think about it.
All right, that was definitely some cool advice. Thank you so much, guys, for talking to us,
Thank you.
and all the
Thank you,
very best.
Deepika.